Good morning, children. Very good morning. Today, in this present class, we will discuss about water. Last class, we have discussed about water, but since the examinations are approaching, so I will revise the topic for your test. So, we will discuss about the topic, that is water. What is water and the importance of water and types of water is. Types of, it says movement of water and water shortage. These points will discuss. Children, please be attention since examinations are coming. So please write each and everything. It's very important. Now take its water. Water is a renewable source of energy. Water is a renewable source of energy. It is very essential for us. Water is very essential for us. Without water, without land, without air, as you know, these are all very essential for our life. And here, if you take this water, this not only for living and economically, agriculture as well as industrial development, other fields also is very important. Mainly if we take as a domestic purpose, mainly the water we have been using for domestic purpose. That is washing, bathing, gardening, other purpose, as you know very well. Right? So this water, at the same time, if you see around the world, Earth is a blue planet. We consider as Earth is a blue planet. Why, children? Because 3/4 of the area is covered by water. The rest 1/4 is covered by land. It is a surface, mountains, plains and other plateaus. Even though this 3/4 area is covered by water, but it is completely salty, which is not useful for our daily use, because this is salty water. The fresh water which is available is very less percentage. The fresh water which is available, which we have been using, it is very less percentage. It is almost all 2.16%, which is not sufficient. And moreover, this fresh water we have been getting from the perennial rivers, glaciers, snow, fog. Clear? So this is very shortage. And the desert regions, like if you take the western region of Rajasthan and Gujarat, we receive very little rainfall in a year. Scanty rainfall. The western region of the people of India receives very scanty, very low rainfall. 20 centimeters per annum, where it is very low. There is a lot of shortage of water in the western region of our country. There is a lot of water scarcity. Children, when you talk about scarcity, what do you mean by scarcity? What do you mean by scarcity? Scarcity is nothing but as non-availability of water. Non-availability of water due to monsoon, lack of monsoons, lack of drought, lack of not receiving rains in time, other factors. And here, if you take scarcity, I can give 3 best examples. What are the causes for water scarcity? Write down. What are the causes for water scarcity? What are the causes for water scarcity? There are three main causes. Number one is excess use of water. Causes for water. Causes for water. Number one is excess use of water. Excess use of water is. Number two is, second point is, the first one is excess use of water. Third one is exploitation. Exploitation. And third point is unequal use of water or used by the different social groups. So these are the 3 points can be considered for causes for water. Causes for water scarcity. Lot of water scarcity in the country, especially the western margin of India, northeastern states. Children, you wonder to listen this. Northeastern region, we receive highest rainfall in the world. Northeastern region, we receive highest rainfall in the world. That is, as you know, Mawsyn Maram, Meghalaya, receiving highest rainfall in the world. But there is a scarcity of water in all the northeastern states. Why? Because the entire surface is blocked by rugged surface, mountains, hills, plateaus. We cannot store. Whatever we receive rain from the monsoon is completely run away to the ground, underground or plain region. We cannot store it. We can't preserve it. We cannot construct dams. We cannot construct reservoirs. Because it is a hilly region. Very difficult to store. Therefore, this problem then occurs. Scarcity of water for these two reasons, especially in the northeast region and western region of India, and in some parts of the southern states. Water scarcity. Now coming to the here movements of waterings. Movements of water. What are the 3 different movements of water? Here, the movements of water. Movements of water. 3. Number 1 is waves. Number 2 is tides. Number 3 is ocean currents. These are the 3 important movements of water. One is waves. Number 2 is tides. Third one is ocean currents. Movements of what are the different forms of water is. Different movements of water is. These are the 3 movements of water. Number 1 is waves, tides and ocean currents. Now let us discuss about what are waves. How these waves cause. Clear? Waves. What are waves? Waves are caused due to wind. Waves are caused due to wind. As you know, children, wind. Can you see wind? Can you smell it? Can you see it? No. We can't see wind, but we can feel. Children, wind we cannot see, but we can feel nicely. If you switch on a fan, within fractions of second, we feel very comfortable because we are receiving air from fan. We are receiving air from outside. Look at the left side, the neem tree. All the branches are how nicely moving this direction to that direction. Children, all of you look at the left side of towards you. See that there is a branch, neem tree. How beautifully the branches are moving to see. How these branches are moving? Due to flowing of wind. Due to movement of wind. So here, waves are caused by wind. Pushing of water, pushing of air on surface. So due to wind, the waves are caused. Okay? Now coming to the tides. What are tides? Otherwise also you can say waves, up and down movement of water, up and down, up and down movement of water also called as waves. Whenever the wind blows, you see, if you stand in front of an ocean water, if you stand in front of a pond or lake, even if you take a river, a storage water, where the water is stored. If you observe, if you see how nicely the water moves. Always water moves up, down, up, down, up, down because of the wind. Due to force of the wind. This is how waves are caused. In the case of tides are nothing but as alternating, rising, falling, regularly, continuously. Water rises and falls. Alternating rising and falling of sea water can be considered as tides. Here, tides. This we can see nicely in the ocean waters. Go to the beaches, Marina Beach or some other beaches, we can observe this kind of things, waves and tides nicely. Okay, children? And third movement of water is ocean current. What is ocean current? Ocean current is nothing but as constant flowing of water in a single direction. Constant flowing of water in a specific direction throughout the year. That is what is ocean current. Always ocean water moves in a particular direction. Either from this side to this side or this side to this side. It cannot flow different directions. Constant flowing of water in a single direction throughout the year. That is what is ocean currents. So these are the three movements of ocean waters. Which are the movement of ocean waters? Three types. Waves, tides and ocean currents. Waves, tides and ocean currents. Children, if you take this ocean current, it's very important for your UPSC examination. Here, ocean currents can be classified into two types. Further, the same ocean currents can be divided into two types: cold current and warm current. Cold current and warm current. Last class I have shown you in the map where all these currents are present. Where all these currents present in the which ocean waters? Which are the cold currents and which are the warm currents? We are discussing about which are the warm current and cold currents. We should know, children, which are the warm current. For example, Gulf Stream, warm current. Kuroshio, warm current. Okay. Benguela, warm current. South Atlantic, warm current. South Equatorial current, warm current. And where these currents are located, present, in which water body? They will ask you in the map. They will shade the area. They will ask you to identify the current. Identify the warm current. Options will be given: A. Gulf Stream, B. Kuroshio, C. Mozambique, and D. Benguela. Like that. So, location on map where these currents are present, you should know. Warm current as well as cold currents. Very important. So this topic will be there for your test. For your coming test, either it is class test or monthly test. Write down this water. I would like to give you this topic as well as I will see either how many topics can be given for the test. I will tell you later on. Clear? So now this is class children. What we have learned is importance of water, then what is scarcity of water, and movements of water. What are the different forms of movement of water? What are those? That is waves, tides, ocean currents with definitions. What are waves? What are tides? What are ocean currents? And ocean currents here we have to discuss very clear about warm currents and cold current. Last class I have shown in the map. I hope you understood. Once again I will show you. Okay. That is regarding water. And this water, especially if you take whenever there is a shortage of water, like a dry regions of Rajasthan, semi-arid regions of even some parts of Gujarat, if there is a scarcity of water, what is the alternative system? What is the alternative system? One can get water, sufficient water for their daily usage. So therefore, the government has planned for new methods, new techniques of conservation of water. If you go back to the ancient times, even people, farmers, they used to collect the water from the higher altitudes by arranging the wooden pipes and transforming water from high level to different parts of the areas with the wooden pipes, they will carry on this water for the irrigation. I'll show you the picture, beautiful picture. They have been transforming water through the wooden pipes in very high altitudes. It's very wonder to see how these people have been carrying on the water with the help of the bamboo sticks. That is one method. Second method is drip irrigation, as you know. And the third most important method is rainwater harvesting. You know very well. Rainwater harvesting, or you can say rooftop rainwater harvesting. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. It is very common in northeastern region, especially Meghalaya. In southern region, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, the two states, and western region is Rajasthan as well as Gujarat. These are the three areas they have been adopting this rainwater harvesting, rooftop rainwater harvesting. This method of conservation of water in India, Tamil Nadu is the first state who has implemented this system, conservation of water through rainwater harvesting. If any family in the village not adopted, in government itself they used to punish these people of that particular family, that village. That much strictly they used to follow. So what is rainwater harvesting? How to collect it? We will discuss in the higher classes. Since your lower 7th class, it is there for the 9th and 10th, they have given already. We will discuss later on. Just conservation of water, different methods. One is rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation, and bamboo irrigation. These are the three methods you can apply for conservation of water. Clear? Thank you.